gals, guys and dolls and dudes. I don't know. Welcome back to the lab. Of course, I'm Dr. Sketch. I've got something to review today. It's awesome. It is awesome. It's actually more awesome than even I could imagine. It's probably the most awesome thing that's probably ever been, and it's filled with awesomeness. It's got awesome sauce on top of it. You pour awesome sauce on top of it. It's probably the most awesome thing you'll ever see in your life. The coolest thing ever. It's huge. Okay, so, and it actually is pretty big. I'm super excited about this one, guys, because I've been wanting this figure for a very, very long time. And it's a McFarlane figure, and he did an amazing job on this figure. There are some people out there who don't like this figure, and I get that. I totally get it. It's not a modern figure. It's based on an actual toy back in the I believe it was the 1980s. The early it was about mid 1980 is when Kenner released their Superpowers collection. That's right, Superpowers. You're talking old Superman, Brainiac, and remember I introduced the Brainiac before Todd McFarlane even introduced the robotic Brainiac, because I had that one when I was a kid. Let me reintroduce you, for those of you who are first-time watchers of this show, let me reintroduce you to my Brainiac. And I guess if you're first-time viewers, it's not a reintroduction, it's an introduction. So those of you who have been on this channel for a while know exactly probably what I'm talking about. Maybe. I said exactly maybe what I'm talking about, but you probably, I don't know, unless you've seen that video, you really don't know what I'm talking about. So, Brainiac, when I was a kid, they had Brainiac as a robot. And I don't remember the specific Brainiac's name. If you remember the specific Brainiac's name, put it in the comments below. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you want to get the latest videos. You want to get notified of all the cool stuff like this particular video that you're watching right now. If you want to get the latest, hit that notification bell. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share the crud out of this video. So this Brainiac I literally made out of a Warhammer 40k flayed figure. My son would probably be mad right now because I don't remember what they're actually called, but they're called the flayed. So I took a flayed body and I stuck plastic putty on him, and then I put some poly resin on him. Anyway, here he is. So this is my rendition of the 1980s Brainiac from Kenner's Superpowers. For those of you who've already watched it, I'm sorry if you have to revisit it, but it is a really cool figure. And if you notice here, I even gave it a special logo. I even put Brainiac as kind of a Marvel, what is that, Marvel Hydra? The Hydra. So I took kind of like the Hydra symbol and I gave it a Brainiac head, if you can see that really clear. Let me see if I can get that in there. So I kind of gave it a Hydra or a Brainiac head, if you can see that. And I put it in his chest and I gave him some of this glow paint. So when you shut off the lights, it glows. Shut off the lights and I glow. I probably should never rap again. This is what I used the resin on, his brain here. And I just thought this turned out really well, seeing how most of it was just, a Warhammer 40k. That's what it was. And all I did. Oh, and I did add the hands. The hands are different. The hands were, I can't remember what hands I used, but I replaced the hands. So I replaced the hands and I gave him this awesome head. So this was mine. This is 100% custom. But now McFarlane has introduced a Brainiac, this same type, only he has tentacles, and it's cool, but I like mine. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know, hey, you know, that thing's cool, or hey, that's retarded. When you comment below, it helps with the algorithm, so I don't care what you say, honestly. You're going to hear me say a lot, probably, in this video, because there's times where I don't know what to say. So, this is where I introduce the figure that I bought. And, guys, it's awesome. You know what? Without further ado, here he is. Okay, y'all, so here he is. Darkseid. Come with me to the dark side. Oh, you're there. Here he is. Darkseid. So, this is a phenomenal figure, guys. I mean, phenomenal. It is phenomenal. Because if I could say phenomenal in like so many words, I could... Phenomenal. Phenomenon. Phenomenon. That's going to get stuck in your head now. So, you've been phenomenon, I guess. Phenomenon. Anyway, so here he is, Darkseid. When I was a kid, this figure was awesome. I had the, like I said before, I had the Kenner version, and this is almost like an exact replica of that Kenner version figure, only BA. I mean, it is completely awesome. I'm trying to make this as kid-friendly as possible. This figure is amazing. Okay, it is amazing. I am very, very, very pleased with the job that McFarlane Toys did. I am sorry if my voice got loud. So I'm very excited to open this guy. I'm actually going to open it, and I'm going to show you guys, just because this is part of my collection. This thing ain't never going to leave my collection until I'm dead, and it's going to go to my kids, and they'll probably just, you know, either put it on their shelf. If it's my oldest son, he's a collector. You might want to visit his channel, Aquamike Collects. It's a brand new channel for Aquamike. Go over there and check it out. Aquamike Collects. So he would probably get this figure, and he'd probably just put it on his shelf. But the rest of them probably just, you know, throw it in a Goodwill or whatever. But anyway, most people in this day and age don't necessarily like this sculpt, okay? And the reason for that is because this is not the sculpt that this generation grew up with. This generation grew up with, you know, Zack Snyder's Darkseid. They grew up with the dark looking, or the one that has the Omega symbol on him. So the one now, I think, has the Omega symbol on him. So that's the one that they grew up with, you know, and I was cool with having that one. I actually have the Build-A-Figure set, the Dark Father, and this is what he's going to be replacing, is the Dark Father Batman. Let me show you real quick what I did to the Dark Father. Some of you guys are actually probably going to be really pissed at me for doing this, because I'm a huge Darkseid fan. Huge Darkseid fan. But I don't like the new Darkseid. I like the old Darkseid. You know, that's fond memories of when I was a kid. I am terribly sorry the joints keep falling off this figure. So this is the Dark Father. And this is the Batman, I believe it's the Metal series. You know, it's a Build-A-Fig. So his legs and stuff, they come separately. It's the Build-A-Fig, and he actually has a cape, but I took the cape off him, and I don't know where I put the cape. So this is from the, like, you know, the Metal Superman and the Metal Wonder Woman. Let me see if I can zoom in on this real quick. There we go. So this is from, like, the Metal series. But as you can tell, I painted his head right here to look more like the balding area of Darkseid. And this is actually Batman. This is, as you can tell by the bat symbol on his chest, this is And this was actually Thanos', or not Thanos. My goodness. It was actually Darkseid's glove. I'm going to explain that here in a second. So, this is the Dark Father. And this is the one I've been working with. And as you can tell, he's got the blue. He's got the blue. And just like this bad boy, he has the blue. But as you can tell, and I mean, there's a difference here. This guy's bulky. This guy's super bulky. And I didn't think he was going to be, and I'm very happy that he is, because it fits everything that I wanted it to be. So he's pretty close to the same size. He's probably about 8 inches, maybe. I think this is 8 inches. Might be 9. So, but this is the Dark Father, and huge difference. And that's why I'm so happy. Because this was not my Darkseid of choice, but this is what I had to work with from McFarlane, because the other one I just don't like. I just don't like at all. The Zack Snyder version I just don't like. So I had this Dark Father, and I had him sitting in the Omega chair that Lex Luthor had come with. And I had this little gauntlet here. And you're all going to say, oh, that's the Infinity Gauntlet. It's actually not. This is the Mother Box Gauntlet. And it came with a Build-A-Set Darkseid. I believe it came with a Spectre. Was it Spectre? Might have been. It was either Spectre or was the Golden Pharaoh. But it came with one of those DC Direct figures. And I just thought it looked really cool. It looks like the Infinity Gauntlet, but it's the Mother Box Gauntlet. And so, as you can tell, this was part of Darkseid's hand. You could pop off his hand and put this on there. That was his glove. That's why I had it in his hand, but now it's going to be in his. So, I had Darkfather sitting in the Omega chair, and I had this gauntlet in his hand. He was kind of looking at it going, oh. And I'll show you guys that later, but right now, I'm going to review this figure. So, I'm going to get this guy out of the box. Okay, guys, so this is him out of the package. This is Darkseid out of the package. And, oh my gosh, I am super excited about this guy. He's very light. He's very light, which is very strange, actually, because this one's actually kind of heavy. And normally these big figures are heavy, but he is actually pretty light. I mean, he's a really light figure, which means he's got a lot of hollow plastic, which is okay. It's okay, because, I mean, he is just a BA figure. And he even comes with the cloth wire cape. It's got the wire inside so you can bend it whichever way you want to go. So, and he's got these Omega beams here coming out of his eyes. And if you can see this, look at that. It's like going into his eyebrow like some kind of weird piercing. Or if you look at it this way, it looks like somebody stuck a sword through his eye. So, I was going to have him hit it. Oh my gosh! I was going to have him hit himself, but his arm came out of socket. So, perfect. Okay, so this is your basic joint. These are your basic joints. And they're a little tight right out of the box. Actually, that's really not that tight. Those are real pretty easy to pop on. But your arm joints are kind of... yeah, they're kind of hard right out of the box. Hand joints are pretty soft, which is, okay, I guess, but you don't want a broken wrist. So yeah, they're pretty soft. These hand joints are pretty soft. So you want to be careful when you get them out of the package. When you get them out of the package, try to use one of these. If you don't have one, use some scissors. Just make sure that you don't pull the figure out of the package, because as soft as these wrists are, you might actually break them. But the head, let's see if I can get my hands in there without getting in the way. Okay, so the head turns. I can't get it to do a 360. No, it won't do a 360, but that's okay. That's the way the figure's built. So it goes up and down, side to side. Okay, you can kind of get like that kind of pose out of it. And then, of course, it does come with, if I can get this popped off, and here's the head joint itself, or, you know, here's the head, and here's the joint. So this is what the joint looks like. This cape does not come off like that. So if you can see, it's built into the Darkseid logo. Here's the inside of that bad boy. It's kind of a different looking joint, honestly. If you look at it, it's kind of a different looking joint than I'm used to, but it does have the... I don't want to turn this too much. Okay, so FYI, you cannot move that joint. That joint is a stuck joint. It is a sedentary joint. Do not try to move that joint. That joint will break. If you try to move this joint at all, it will break because it is a sedentary joint in there, which means it's immovable. You cannot move that joint. Do not try. You will break that. So the cape just goes right over, and I can see why he decided to go with the cloth cape besides the obvious, which is the Kenner version had a cloth cape. It was one of the appealing points of the figure, is the Kenner version did have that cloth cape. And this one, so much better than the Kenner version. It's kind of a silky material, and you can see the hem right there. It's been really well stitched. But my favorite feature is this wire. I love these wire capes. And the thing is if you look on eBay and stuff, these capes are actually pretty pricey because it takes quite a bit of work to make these wire capes. So McFarlane did this, and this figure, this is a big fig, and you can get this figure for about 40 bucks, which is, it's actually a good deal. It's actually a really good deal. You can get this figure for about 40 bucks. I picked it up for a steal. I won't tell you how much I paid for it. Let's just say I got it on a Black Friday sale, and I was very, very happy to get it. So we're going to try this other head out. And it looks like, and like I said, remember, when putting these heads on, you do not want to force that joint. Move the head, not the joint. You do not want to force that joint. You will break it. So this is a cool head. This is a neat head. And I can see why he decided to give you two heads. Which, see, you got two head sculpts. Two head sculpts, cloth wire cape. You've got a fully articulated figure. I'm guessing this is probably 20 points of articulation. Let me look what the box says. So, in the meantime, you guys can see this nice artwork. This is amazing. This artwork, let me move this figure. I'm going to show you guys this artwork. This artwork is awesome. I mean, it gives you that retro feel of that 1980s Kenner classic Superpowers line, which McFarlane Toys now has. And, you know, look for his Superpowers collection, because they are awesome. I was comparing them to some of my old ones the other day. They are awesome. My son just got the Black Mantle one, and it is it is pretty sweet. So go pick some of those up if you're interested in the Kenner replica line, the McFarlane Superpowers. So that artwork is pretty amazing. I'm actually probably going to keep that artwork. And if you don't want to keep the artwork, it actually comes with a card. The card is the same artwork. It's just a really neat looking card. Really neat looking piece of artwork. It has the stats on the back. His real name is Nah, as in Nah. Nah. You gonna challenge this guy? Nah. So this is this is Darkseid, and he comes, of course, with the standard base that McFarlane Toys comes with. But this guy, I mean, he is surprisingly light. I'm pretty impressed with how light this guy is. And 22 points of articulation is what it says. 22 points of articulation. So he is a standard 22 points articulation. Plus he comes with these extra hands. So if you want another fist, and he has this "don't do drugs" finger, or you know, put that down. Hey, put that down, Susie. So he's got the pointer finger, which don't quite understand why he would have a pointer finger, but it's kind of cool at the same time. You can, you know, stand back and pick his nose or whatever. Or you can pick your nose. Or you don't have to pick anybody's nose. You can just, you know, put it in a box or whatever. Interchange them if you want to. Or don't. You know, as a matter of fact, let me try this real quick. I want to see how easy it is to change out these hands. Just to let you know, it is not easy. By my grunts, you could have, I guess, assumed. It is not easy to get that off for the first time. These hands, as you can tell, they have the different sculpt peg. And you've got, this is the arm peg for the hand. So when you put this in, it's going to be a booger. Can you hear that? You don't want to do that too many times. You don't want to twist the thing too many times. Okay, because if you twist it too many times, guess what's going to happen? For those of you who customize, you understand and you know what's going to happen. Look at this. This is funny. This is funny. Look. Hey, look at that. Look over there. Over there. Over there. You see it? That's mine. Okay. So there's. Oh, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do it. So he's pointing his finger. Didn't your mama ever tell you not to point and stare? So there you go. I kind of like the pointer finger. So it's different. It's just different, you know. It's just different. But there he is. There he is. And if I can get him to stand, but that's what these stands are for. Put them on that stand. And again, when they're first out of the box, they're going to be kind of a pain in the butt trying to get them to do the things you want them to do. That's actually kind of a cool stance there. Maybe he's looking at Superman. Yeah, you can't look up very good. So this figure doesn't, you kind of have to bend to do it. So there you go. That's kind of cool. Huh. It's kind of neat. So, and then you can put, well, I can put, because I'm sure you don't have one of these. If you do, that's cool. But, yeah, it's going to go in his hand. So, there you have it. There's Darkseid in all his glory. And definitely worth the $40, I would say. In my personal opinion, he's definitely worth the $40. I mean, he's got some great detail, honestly. He's got some fantastic detail. And this thing, this head is just phenomenal. Right here. The one that looks like the laser beam had been rammed through his skull. It's just really cool. The whole thing is just really cool. So kudos to McFarlane for replicating and doing better on the Kenner Darkseid. And he is releasing another Darkseid that is similar to this one. And it is the, I believe, JLA Force. I believe. Don't quote me on it. If you know, put it in the comments below what his new line is. And it's got the Aquaman, the Batman, the Superman with the long hair. And I think it's a Build-A-Figure. I think Darkseid is a Build-A-Figure with that set. And the Flash. So I think that's a Build-A-Figure set. But I'm happy. I'm happy with my Darkseid. I'm not against getting that set. If he wants to give me that set to review, I will happily review that set for him. If somebody out there wants to give me that set so I can have that Build-A-Figure Darkseid and let you know, guys, how cool it is or how terrible it is or whatever, and have the Aquaman, the Flash, the Superman, and the Batman, which I have a billion Batmans, but well, it seems like McFarlane produces a lot of Batman. I love you, Todd, but man, that's a lot of Batman. So here he is, Darkseid. I'm so happy about it. It just looks so amazing. So there you have it, folks. Darkseid, man, he is cool. I mean, he is cool. He is one of the coolest figures that I've seen McFarlane produced so far, and you can see how big this guy is. Maybe, you know what, I didn't do a comparison to the other figures. Let me see here if I can... I wonder if I can find any McFarlane figures in this office. I wonder. So, compared to this John Stewart here, which is a 7-inch figure, you got a 7-inch figure compared to him, and yeah, he's pretty big. He's pretty big. Huh? Is there something over there? So, yeah, there's the comparison right there. So, not good to throw things on the 3D printer while it's printing. So, yeah, there he is. Darkseid. Man, I just can't show this guy enough. He's awesome. This is an awesome dude. So, very happy with my expensive piece of plastic there. And, man, I just appreciate y'all stopping by and let me chat your ear off. And appreciate y'all's support. Just keep watching and keep stopping by the lab. And, of course, like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. And please share this video and all the other Dr. Sketch Labs videos that you watch. That way people can start seeing my channel, because for some reason I've only got like 76 subscribers. I'm grateful for the 76 of you who do subscribe to this channel, but honestly, a channel like this should have a lot more than 76 subscribers, and for some reason it doesn't. And I think it's because a whole lot of word hasn't gotten out, which is odd, because my city pretty much knows who I am. And I live in Kansas City, so there's like millions of people here. But anyway, I'm going to stop yapping. I'm getting kind of tired. It's kind of late in the evening. So thank you guys for stopping by the lab. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to subscribe, like, do all that stuff. It helps the channel. Love you guys. I should have more material coming soon. Actually, real soon, because the holidays coming up. I'm sure I will get more McFarlane stuff. I don't know about anything else. I might get another League of Legends to show. I think I do have another League of Legends coming. Surprise, surprise. But I do have more McFarlane coming. So I will be doing McFarlane reviews. A few more videos of McFarlane reviews. And then maybe we can do something new, because you can only do so many of these reviews before things start to get old, and then you want to do something different, maybe a 3D print review or something. I don't know. If you have any ideas, drop those in the comments below. Tell me what you would like to see, and if I can get it and show you what you would like to see, that would be fantastic. I will happily do that if I can do it. So no crude comments, guys. Come on. I'm not going to show you what Dr. Sketch looks like without his shirt. Just chill, okay? Keep it clean. Love you guys. Until next time, I'm Dr. Sketch. Thanks for stopping by the lab.